Everybody, welcome to an emergency episode of Inside the Zone with Mateo because we've got breaking news. Yes, we got breaking news, everybody, because it is official. Adam Schefter and more reporting that KYLER Murray has been signed to your Minnesota Vikings, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. JJ McCarthy, well, after a disastrous season, has now officially been basically removed from the starting job. Now, if there's some way, somehow, that JJ McCarthy beats KYLER Murray out in in training camp, that's going to shock me. And, it just looks like we need a new refresh here. Yeah, give McCarthy some time. And now KYLER Murray looks like he's going to be the starting quarterback for your Minnesota Vikings. Come on, guys. Here, let me pull up X. Here we go. Former Cardinals quarterback KYLER Murray is signing a one-year deal with the Vikings per sources. Murray now will become part of a quarterback room that includes former number 10 overall pick JJ McCarthy. With Murray already owing $36.8 million from Arizona, his one-year contract with the Vikings will be the veteran league minimum. Everybody, a league minimum deal. Are you kidding me? Dude, what a steal. What a steal for your Minnesota Vikings. Golly, dude. We get him for league minimum. League minimum dude, it's just amazing. Thank you, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, let's go. So glad everybody's tuning in because holy cow. The Vikings have finally done something respectable for once. They go out and get somebody who, sure, it's not a Joe Burrow, but somebody who's better than JJ McCarthy, somebody who is better than what you had last season with all those quarterbacks starting. You had Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy, Max Brosmer, all of those quarterbacks. KYLER Murray is better than all of them combined. Sure, he's had a rough couple years, with injuries and all that stuff. It's been rough. However, dude, he now is gonna get to throw to the one and only Justin Jefferson, who arguably is the best wide receiver in the entire NFL. Dude, this is just absolutely insane for your Minnesota Vikings. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe button. We're going to be talking a little bit about it. We're going to breaking it down here on, just kind of my thoughts and all that stuff. Let me know your guys' thoughts. We can definitely have a conversation as there. This deal is also going to include a no tag clause. So basically, Murray cannot get franchise tags. So basically guarantees KYLER Murray to be a free agent next season. So whether it's the Vikings who sign him again or another team, he will be up for that, guys. Thank you so much, dude. Vikings for finally making Minnesota sports respectable again. It's been a rough couple of days with Minnesota sports, with the Timberwolves, with the Twins. Both have been frustrating, but now we finally get something, that's respectable. Sorry, don't know what's going on here. Let me fix it here. But golly, dude. Oh my, dude, this is huge. This is absolutely huge for your Vikings. I just can't believe it. It started to kick in, as soon as I heard the news, but still, it's still kicking in right now. What are your guys' initial thoughts to this? Because what a move for the Vikings this is. Again, I'm kind of just reading anything else that is coming here. Again, he is going to be on a league minimum deal. It's absolutely insane here. We can add this back now. There we go. That's way better for zoomed in quality. Dude, what are your guys' initial thoughts here? I think for the Vikings, this has to be somewhat of a steal that you get to get him on a league minimum deal. Sure, it's only a 1-year deal. It's still a good deal for your Vikings here. The Vikings now, Justin Jefferson will get to throw. Okay, is this kind of crazy? Is this crazy to say that Justin Jefferson is going to be playing with the best quarterback he's played with in his NFL career? Is this a hot take that Kyler Murray is better than Kirk Cousins? I don't know. But, obviously he played with Joe Burrow in college. But besides that, he's played with what? Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold. Again, Sam Darnold's still good, but this Kyler Murray, he's proven that he can throw the ball. He can compete at a high level here in the NFL. And now, dude, he's going to play with the best wide receiver in the NFL, maybe one of the best wide receiver twos in the NFL with Jordan Addison. But golly, guys, this is something good for your Minnesota Vikings, something good for Minnesota sports. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Let's go. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Come on. What are your initial thoughts here on the Kyler Murray news? If you are a sports fan, a Vikings fan like me, or just a sports fan, an NFL fan, let me know for sure. Dude, I mean, it's all Kyler Murray right here. I'm trying to see if we have anything new here. Tom Policero says Kyler Murray is still only 28 years old. Yes, he is. He now has an opportunity to become the latest quarterback to play his best football under Kevin O'Connell, and then hit free agency again next March. A fascinating year ahead. Yeah, I mean, look what Kevin O'Connell did with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold went out and won a Super Bowl. In my opinion, if we're taking a look at Sam Darnold and Kyler Murray, before Sam Darnold got Kevin O'Connell's coaching, I'm taking Kyler Murray over Sam Darnold. And look how well we did with Sam Darnold. I mean, I'm just saying, sure, this is all in the moment. Sure, there's going to be the realization that, it's not going to be perfect. Obviously, Kyler Murray is not going to be perfect. But is this crazy to say that I think this is going to be the best quarterback Justin Jefferson has played with? I don't know if that's crazy. Let me know in the chat down below. But golly, I just can't believe they got him. I can't believe it. Like, after weeks of rumors and saying, oh, maybe they're going to go get Geno Smith, maybe they're going to get Kirk Cousins, but no, they're going to get to play with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is going to get to lead this offense unless something crazy happens, which also we could settle down and say, yeah, that could be a realization as well. That could be something that actually happens. I don't want to focus on that, but we know injuries have happened in the past. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But it's going to set up a fascinating quarterback battle as well between JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray. If that comes to, head to head, who do you think wins that? Do you think, I think if JJ McCarthy plays anywhat close to how he played last season, and maybe if he's not necessarily healthy, I think Kyler Murray beats him out in a hypothetical quarterback battle. If that happens, I don't think it's going to happen, but dude, oh my gosh, dude. It's just like the news just broke. I appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Yeah. And I mean, Kyler Murray, he's 28 years old. He is 28 years old. Here's some stats from Adam Schefter on Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, he says, has played in 87 games, and he has 20,000 plus passing yards and 3,000 plus rushing yards. That is another, oh my gosh, hold on. That's another good stat there and a good thing to talk about, something notable to talk about. The Vikings have not really had a running quarterback that a quarterback that has that ability to run like Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton or Josh Allen. But now they have that option. As long as Kyler Murray can stay healthy, that's going to be something that the Vikings fans have not been used to in a long time. We've had JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, who don't really use their legs as much. But now we have Kyler Murray, who's going to be, in my eyes, a good comparison to him is definitely a weaker Lamar Jackson. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and I'm not saying Kyler Murray is going to be the best quarterback in the league, but who knows? Sam Darnold somehow ended up as one of the best quarterbacks in the league under Kevin O'Connell, so maybe that is possible. But this stat here, this stat right here. Adam Schefter also says, if you can't see it, I'm sorry. I'm going to highlight it. Josh Allen and Cam Newton are the only other quarterbacks all time with those numbers through this point in their career. 20,000 plus passing yards and 3,000 plus rushing yards as a quarterback. That's some good company to be in if you're Kyler Murray. But let's go. Vikings hope. Okay, so here's some more. The Vikings hope is on competition. Will also bring out the best in JJ McCarthy, who will now need to beat out former number 1 overall pick Kyler Murray. Yeah, I mean, that could definitely also help him. That could help JJ McCarthy say, okay, I got to actually lock in. I went from being the face of this franchise to now I could be the backup for this season. Maybe that does indeed help him, get his mind together, get his game up together. And, maybe that helps him too. So that maybe after this season, because I do think our guy Kyler Murray is going to outperform him in training camp. That now I do think maybe this is just a time for JJ McCarthy to say, okay, I'm going to breathe. But then, I'm guessing they're going to probably let Murray go next season just because of the salary money wise. Just, because you're not necessarily going to have that money, but who knows? Maybe you do. But I do think Kyler Murray can definitely, as Tom Pelissero is saying here, can definitely help JJ McCarthy too. Maybe this competition will, quote, as he says, bring out the best in JJ McCarthy for sure. That's a good talking point is there. One day after getting released, he signs with the Vikings. So he was released one day ago. And then, Minnesota's current quarterback room. There you go. Photoshopped perfectly. Adam Schefter puts that, into good consideration here because those are going to be those two guys fighting for the quarterback spot. And, right now I do think if McCarthy has anywhere close to of a performance as he did this past season, Kyler Murray will probably beat him out. What say you guys? Let me know in the chat down below your thoughts if you are just tuning in, whether you're a Viking fan like me or if you are just a football fan who just loves all of this stuff, because, man, has this been fun to watch here. Kyler Murray signed there officially from your Minnesota Vikings. They have signed quarterback Kyler Murray. People getting, reposting this. It's just insane. Oh my, and the crazy stats keep coming out. The crazy stats keep coming out indeed. As the NFC North now has 3 number 1 overall pick quarterbacks: Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, and Jared Goff. The only other one, Jordan Love, was not number 1 overall. So that's another cool thing to say here. Kyler Murray then posts Skull Vikings. He says Skull on his Twitter account, on his X account. He is here now. Dude, let's go. Dude, I'm just so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. This is what we needed for sure. Sorry, not to ruin anything for Vikings fans, for us Vikings fans. This new news broke here just a couple minutes ago. Former Bears free agent safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson is signing a 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills finally do something in free agency to help their defense. But we'll go back. We'll go back here to the Vikings. We will definitely go back to the Vikings. Because that's my team. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, Kyler Murray signed. He is now going to battle out JJ McCarthy here for the quarterback 1 spot, dude. As the thumbnail says here, is it finally Super Bowl time? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that's the fun of this whole thing. It's the fun of this whole thing to say, maybe is it indeed time for a Super Bowl run? You thought, with Sam Darnold, you were close. You thought with JJ McCarthy, you could have been close. But now with Kyler Murray, is it finally Super Bowl time? That's why I put it on the thumbnail, because it's definitely something to think. It's definitely something to think. Will our guy, now he is now going to probably be your quarterback, will Kyler Murray be able to lead this team to a Super Bowl? I don't know. I got no idea whatsoever, but let me know what you guys think. But I guess if we break this down, Justin Jefferson is now going to finally have somebody who can throw him the ball. And I think he's going to be playing now with the best quarterback that he's ever played with. This is great. This is great for Justin Jefferson. This is great for Minnesota Vikings. And dude, as a Viking fan, you can tell I'm a little bit more excited than I normally am because finally, oh boy, we got live KYLER Murray. We got live KYLER Murray. So go ahead and check that one out. I don't want to play it because of copyright, but dude, we're gonna get live KYLER Murray. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. They're probably gonna be on the YouTube feed as well as the X feed. So go ahead and check that out. I'll probably stop streaming here in just a second. I just want to pop on quick and give you guys my initial thoughts here. But again, breaking news. If you haven't heard it, KYLER Murray just signed a 1-year deal with your Minnesota Vikings. It is going to include something that basically means he cannot get franchise tagged or anything like that next season. So he's going to be an official free agent in 2027. So obviously the Vikings can still try to sign him. They can for sure try to sign him next season if they want, but really we just got to focus on what's now next for the Minnesota Vikings here. So they haven't really done much in free agency. I mean, and again, they're signing KYLER Murray to a league minimum deal, a veteran minimum deal, which I don't know what that is off the top of my head. That I can look this up here. Let's look it up right here. It is going to be about 1.3 million. It looks like. So $1.3 million is the veteran league minimum. So that's what they're going to sign KYLER Murray to, which is an absolute steal, especially when you think about a team that has been dealing with some salary cap issues here because, with all of these, they went out and spent so much money to invest to build around JJ McCarthy last season. Well, now that is no longer the case. Now they had to release a bunch of players to get under the salary cap. And now that you can sign somebody of this caliber to this small of a deal, $1.3 million, it's just absolutely insane. And now, guys, also on the side of things here for KYLER Murray, this is great. This is great for Murray. He gets a chance to be the next Sam Darnold, the next Daniel Jones, which is great for him as well. Dude, I love this. Dude, this is great. This is great for sure. I'm going to pull up the Vikings. The Vikings kind of their whole system here. Let's take a look and let's mock a little bit here and see what their whole roster is looking like. Obviously, I know most of our players off the top of my brain here, but let's go to Sport Track. Probably the best place for all of this here. So yeah, they did release Jonathan Allen. So it does, you have to get rid of some of that money, which is good. But no, maybe I want the depth chart. I probably want the depth chart. That's probably what we want. That is probably what we want. Oh man, dude, it's just crazy. I knew this was most likely going to happen, but it just hits different when it actually does happen. It's so great. It's so great. I mean, oh, dude. Let me know you guys' thoughts while I pull up the Vikings whole depth chart here so we can kind of fully analyze the roster. Dude, it's just so great. It's so great because as well as it's good for the Vikings, it's also good for KYLER Murray. So, yeah. All right, we finally got that. There we go. We got the depth chart and whole roster situation figured out here. I don't know if they have KYLER Murray into the system yet, but obviously, oh, nope, they do. Of course they do. ESPN's on top of that thing. There you go. So right now, the offense, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. Why not? Let's have some fun with this. Here you go, Vikings. Let's go, Vikings. You did something. You did something. You absolutely did something. KYLER Murray is going to be your starting quarterback, most likely. Could be JJ McCarthy, but, as I've stated already, I think JJ McCarthy is going to probably back KYLER Murray up. And obviously, if injuries happen, and one of these guys might not be playing at all. But we'll see. Running backs, you also have Jordan Mason, and then you also were able to restructure and kind of sign Aaron Jones to a cheaper deal. So your running backs group is going to stay pretty solid. The veteran in Aaron Jones, who's a great locker room guy, still has some gas in the tank. And then you also have Jordan Mason, the young guy. Dude, I love Jordan Mason a lot. Loved how he played last season. He was kind of one of the bright lights, one of the bright lights for this Minnesota team that, had so many struggles. It was a struggle to watch, but Jordan Mason was definitely one of the guys that made it fun to watch in that sense. Then for the wide receivers, I mean, obviously you have Justin Jefferson, probably one of the best. I'd say arguably the best. I'd say at least second to maybe even, golly, sorry, my bad. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, whatever. Top two wide receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Then you got Jordan Addison, arguably the best wide receiver 2 in the league. We did lose Jalen Naylor to the Raiders, but Ty Felton did show some sparks, and I wouldn't be surprised if we also sign another wide receiver. We still have a little bit of money. Then this offensive line, you got Darrisaw, Jackson, Juergens. Yeah, you're going to need to find a new center because our center retired on us, which is kind of unfortunate because I liked him and he was chilling. But then we also got Will Fries and Brian O'Neill on the right side of the offensive line. So when you're just taking a look at this offense with KYLER Murray, I got to pose the question, who is stopping this offense? Who is truly stopping this offense? This offense looks insanely good, and I'm really excited to see this offense, at least go on, make their way onto the field together. Watch them play a little bit here. As I'm just going to kind of adjust some of this whole position of this shelf because it's not looking great. It's not looking great for my liking here. But anyway, this offense looks good. And then we can obviously take a look at the defense as well because the defense is something else. The defense is what kept the Vikings into playoff contention for so long. As you know, of course, this just has to become a mess. Of course, this has to become a mess. Why wouldn't it become a mess, you guys? Why wouldn't it become a mess? Because they're just trying to ruin how much I'm loving this. They're literally just trying to ruin how much I truly love this, right? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I got to lock in. Oh, there we go. We're back. Way back. There we go. Oh, my gosh. I'm stumbling and jumbling and doing all that because this has got me feeling something really special, guys. I think something really special for the Vikings is going to happen with all of this because it truly is a really special moment for Vikings football. And as much as you want to say, oh, yeah, actually, KYLER Murray could still suck. And yeah, I hear you, but I don't want to focus on that right now. I do not want to focus on that at all. I want to focus on what the Vikings just did. They just got KYLER Murray, arguably a top 20 quarterback, if you want to say that, and arguably a top 20 quarterback in this entire league. And they got him. And Justin Jefferson, y'all better be happy, and I bet he is. I bet he's thrilled. I bet he is absolutely out of his mind. He's thrilled out of his mind, I bet, because he's going to get to play with KYLER Murray. And guys, if you don't remember, KYLER Murray, he has an arm. He can throw the ball. He's a good quarterback. He was a former number 1 overall pick. It's just something to think about. But then again, this defense is also another reason why this team has done so well with Brian Flores. Sure, you do lose some of your edge rushers. Sure, you lose Jonathan Allen, but you still have Grenard, who, could be traded. Maybe we'll see. But then behind him, you have Dallas Turner. You have Blake Cashman. You have Eric Wilson. You have Ivan Pace Jr. You have Van Ginkel. You have Metellus. You have Jackson. You have Byron Murphy. You have who else am I missing? Isaiah Rodgers, James Pierre, who they just got from the Steelers. Then most likely, I think Hitman's going to come back. I think Harrison Smith is going to come back on maybe, again, another veteran league minimum, which that's what they signed our guy KYLER Murray to. I just can't believe we're saying our guy. I'm just kind of trying to enunciate that and make that clear. He's ours. KYLER Murray is the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. It's just amazing, guys. It's just amazing. The Vikings don't normally do this. This doesn't normally happen to Minnesota teams. The last time it happened, well, it actually happened with the Quinn Hughes trade. But the last time it happened in any other sport other than hockey, it's been a while. And I'm enjoying this. And I hope you guys are enjoying this too. So if you're enjoying this program, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got podcast form coming out every Tuesday, every Thursday. I'm actually got to film a video for tonight. We did a bonus episode yesterday. Short content coming out daily. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we're going to probably wrap up today's video. But again, dude, this is just an emergency stream. This defense looks good. I mean, obviously, also you have Will Reichert, who's been one of the better kickers in the league this year as well. And then you have, obviously, Justin Jefferson, you gotta say, yeah, I mean, that's something to be excited about. That is definitely something to be excited about because Justin Jefferson, well, yeah, he's him. He is one of the best. He is the best, maybe even best receiver in the game. So I love this for the um for the Vikings. I love this for Kyler Murray. So yeah, appreciate everybody for watching here. If you guys have any questions, if you have any reactions, let me know in the chat before I end. Before I end this emergency stream, because this was an emergency episode. I'm so emergency that I forgot to include everything on here. Like I forgot to put this up. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. We're chilling here. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. What you guys think about this. As we are approaching about a 30-minute stream, I feel like that's pretty good for this, just for this entire emergency stream here. I'm just going to take a quick look at another story for me and Rapinoe. They're just kind of, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this. This does make the story better. This does truly make the story better. That's a cool. Look at this, guys. Kyler Murray speaking with the media now and talking about growing up a Vikings fan. Dude, he's a Viking fan. He grew up a Viking fan. Like, how great is this? How great is this, guys? And then he says, Murray says something every Minnesota fan can relate to. I cried real tears whenever Brett Favre threw that interception. Dude, he is a true Vikings fan, and now he is going to most likely be the starting quarterback for your Minnesota Vikings here in the 2026-2027 season, dude. And you know, we have some pretty good cap space to work around here. The remaining free agents, I guess we could pull up that remaining free agents, see if there's anybody that, you know, keeping my eyes on. Again, I don't think any bigger names would be available for the Vikings. Like, I don't think a Tyreek Hill would fit this team just because we have two good, really solid wide receivers already. So again, I don't think that is what we want. However, I mean, I don't know why this is taking forever. Maybe everybody's online today, but again, Kyle Murray, yeah, he should technically, he should be signed. I don't know why they say he's not signed. But like, is there a way you bring back Stephon Diggs for a cheaper deal? Maybe a Travion Diggs, maybe. I mean, also centers too. Like, I kind of would want to see what centers are there because, like, Linderbaum, it wouldn't be an option. However, he was the best free agent center available. So maybe like a James Daniels. You know, I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate a Crushenberry because I feel like you do need a center with our center retiring. But yeah, what say you guys? What do you guys think? Do you think this is a great trade? Let me know your trade grades in the chat. Signing grades. Signing grades in the chat. Let me know. Dude. This has got to be an A. This has got to be an A for your Vikings. I think it's the perfect signing. You know, the only thing that would make it an A+ would be a Joe Burrow. I think any other trade would be like a B or a below a B. But like, I think this is the perfect signing for your Vikings. I'm truly saying that. I think it's perfect. Yeah, I know. Let's go. Vikings sign KYLER. Let's go, dude. Oh, it's so good. I'm so thrilled. I am so thrilled. I mean, like, again, is this crazy to say? Are we crazy to say that? Is it time to say? Is it Super Bowl time? Is it Super Bowl time for your Vikings? Is it time? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I do not know. This is great, though. This is great. I mean, just about 30 minutes here after the news, we jumped on live right away. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I think I might just have to go away for now, but I'm probably get an episode out. We're kind of reacting to it. Maybe I'll get a guest on. If you guys also would like to ever come on to the podcast, send me an email or send me a DM on Twitter. Appreciate everybody for watching. Again, like, you guys do not have to, but you guys got a bunch of people in here at one point. Again, appreciate everybody. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell button on so you never miss an episode. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.